So today I'm going to show you how easy it is to make one of these inserts for interchangeable welcome sign or the hello front door hanger. All of those inserts work for either sign. So this is a new one for Valentine's Day. It'll come as 2 pieces. You'll also get 2 magnets for the back. And to start, I just get some paper so I don't get paint on my countertop. I have picked the colors of paint that I want to use, and then I just use these 1-inch foam brushes to apply the paint. And I've decided I'm going to do this outside white, and then I'm going to do this part red, and then this heart I'm going to do the light pink. So I'm going to start by just squirting a little bit of my paint onto this paper. The nice thing about these shapes is you can even have your kids help, because there isn't really a way to do this wrong. These shapes, just the way they're cut, like you don't have to hand paint a heart here. You have a heart, so a child could paint that with fairly minimal supervision. Especially if they're a little bit older, they'd do fine. I really like to keep my edges. I like to have this laser cut edge to remain the color that it is from the laser. So I paint outward, just trying to keep paint from getting on the edges. If you spray paint it, then paint will get on the edge, and that's fine too. That's another great option that's super fast, is to use spray paint. But I just go around all the edges with my brush. And these paints I just buy at a local craft store. You could get them at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. Even Walmart sells some craft paints. I like this brand, the Americana, but I use lots of different brands, as you can see. This is the Walmart brand. So the white is all done. I'll set that off to the side, and then I'll work on this. I wash these brushes out when I'm done. I get all my stuff painted, and then I just go wash them out and I reuse them over and over. Clean. I keep a wet rag with me in case I get some on the edge, like this. I got a little splatter, so I just grab my wet rag and clean that off. Then we'll move on to the inside. So this hasn't had a lot of time to dry, so I'll just be careful. For the purpose of this video, I will try to just keep moving along. So I'll just go carefully in here, making sure not to get any red on my white paint. All these pieces we cut from 1/8-inch birch, and then when you paint them, they will hold up great outside. We use birch on these instead of MDF, just so they can hold up to the elements. I wouldn't recommend Mod Podging scrapbook paper onto any of the pieces if you're going to be keeping it outside. But I'll let all those pieces dry, and then I'll lightly sand them, and I'll show you what glue we use to glue all the pieces together. Okay, so our pieces are dry, and now I'm going to just lightly sand them. Anytime you paint something, it slightly raises the grain of the surface. So I just lightly sand them. You can use sandpaper or these sanding sticks. They kind of look like nail files. One thing to be careful, if you sand red and then you go and sand white with the same sanding stick or sandpaper, it's going to transfer your red onto the white. I learned that the hard way. So I always make sure I sand all my light colored pieces first. And then this one I've already used before to sand red. So I just use this on the white, and I'm going to use this on the red. Otherwise you could transfer white onto the red surface like I did there a little bit. But I just lightly sand them. Nothing to really distress it, just to help make it smooth. So we use this wood glue. We sell this on our website. It's just as it says, it has a strong hold. It dries really fast. And I've just really come to like this glue. I don't get close to the edges just because I don't want it to seep underneath. If by chance it does, it dries clear, so that's nice as well. And I just hold it just for a second. Sometimes if your board is slightly warped, you may have to put something heavy on it while it dries, just so it dries flat. But we'll let this sit for a minute, and then I'll show you how to attach the magnets onto the back. Okay, so now I'm out here on my front porch. I'm going to show you how we switch out these inserts and how to glue the magnets onto the back of this. So your sign, the letter set will come with this metal strip that you'll attach to your board. And then each of your inserts will come with magnets. Either 2 or 3 magnets is the typical amount that you get. But when I'm making a brand new one, I'll take the magnets that will come with your craft and I stick them on to the metal, and then I put a little dab of glue on the magnet, and we just use that same glue. And then I take the insert and I decide, like, do I want it at an angle or straight up and down? And this one I want straight up and down. So I just press it on those magnets, and then I take it off. And then you can see it leaves dots of glue where those magnets go. And then I just add a little bit more glue. And then stick the magnets directly onto those spots. I always have some tape handy, washi tape or painter's tape. And sometimes the magnets will stick together just due to them being a magnet. So I'll just tape those down and let it dry. I'm back inside. I've taped the magnets down, and I'll just let them sit on a flat surface until they are dried.